Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. At this point I don't actually know how much time is left to the game. We have definitely completed the star map. I guess we'll get a few cutscenes when we enter the Ebon Hawk now. Maybe we even get a new location available, because we found all the star maps. Been to Manaan, Kashyyyk, Dantooine, Tatooine, and now Korriban, so I guess we'll see. First though, of course, we're going back on board.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald, I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coatress?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manaan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunry would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
Yeah, sure. We could check into it.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Okay, side quest time. Ta-da! We all get healed to full health, of course, and I think it's time to head back to Manaan now. We still have that one side quest on Manaan, actually, if you remember that sort of secret assassin guild thing. And it should be noted that the other part of that quest, he basically told us that 2 people should die. One of them we killed, the other one was on Dantooine, and I don't believe we can even go back there anymore because it's been destroyed. So, well, at least it's been bombarded, similar to Taris. So, not an option anymore. We now have the Starforge system available for fast travel, because, well, we sort of... the game crashed on me, so I was cut off mid-sentence there. I hope it'll work out this time. If not, I'll have to do sneaky things and hopefully manage to avoid that crash. Yeah, the Starforge system is now available because we found all the maps to the Starforge. So we could travel there and I guess go to the kind of finale of the game. And this dialogue, of course, I'll skip through now.
What are you? No, that's not bad. I would.
There we go. Not too bad. Okay. Back on board we are. I'll actually do a quick save, just so that if it crashes again I don't have to go through that dialogue again.
Incoming fighters!
And as you can tell, we're back in another one of these fight sequences. Which I'm just not very good at, but guess it'll work. I should stick to one target, that's what usually works out fine for me. And the guns can't overheat, so there's not really any reason not to just keep firing. Okay, who's left? I do have a bit of a radar down at the bottom left, that sort of round-ish monitor thing. I think that's meant to be a radar. Oh look, we've now... Well, our shields have been breached, we're now taking hull damage, but I think we're okay. It should be... Okay, I hope the game doesn't continue being as fickle. It's crashed again. But I now decided to just replay that bit off camera. You've seen everything, and... Sorry, it'll restart my timer. And, yeah, you didn't miss anything. I just had to go through that space battle again. Now I'm going to start by doing this alone. Because if you remember, that assassin guy is only going to talk to me if I'm alone. I'm not convinced. Thank you. Can't skip this the first time, I'm afraid. As in the first time I enter the planet. I have to pay 100 credits again as well. Anyway, I can't really promise that I will finish the entire sort of assassin-related questline. I don't know how long it is and if it even exists at all. West Central sounds good. But at least for now I'll go through with it a little bit further. At least telling the guy that I killed one of his targets. The other target is, let's face it, dead. Oh, I thought I had to pay 100 credits every time I land here. Apparently not. I don't know. I don't remember precisely where the assassin was. I think maybe this way. This might be to Central East? East Central. Fair enough. Yeah, that looks like him. And he will only talk to me if I'm alone, so after I've done this I will switch and take Jolie with me for his sort of quest. Okay, so he apparently also knows I'm Revan. I'm not Revan anymore, don't call me that. Okay, so what happens now? Yes, so I can't complete that one mission, because Dantooine is kind of gone. No, I have killed the other guy. Lorgal. I'm not going to try and get money out of him, he's probably going to be immune anyway. Okay. This feels a little like the Dark Brotherhood from Oblivion, where you basically do the quests and then you get nice gear out of it. Okay, so tell me about that first guy, Vorn Dasrad.
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami, tong hitwama aki inko tune, otong hitwama ji aki inko. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami, jusku chita.
Okay, so any tips or any advice, any pointers, I guess?
Tong hitwama aki inko tune, otong hitwama ji aki inko tune.
Okay. I suspect again that I'll have to do these alone. Tell me about Rulan Pro Lake.
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami, tong hitwama aki inko tune, otong hitwama ji aki inko tune, tong chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna.
And so how do I find him?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun muli ras limo poiwanga tong.
Okay, and finally Ithorak.
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, tong hitwama aki inko tune, otong hitwama ji aki inko tune, tong panok chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri ra, tong hitwama.
Okay, so why should she do that? Or he, rather, why should he do that?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuya chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun muli ras ni chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chun.
Okay, anything else?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri ra, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun muli ra chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki muli ra kun king.
Okay, I'll be back later.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha.
Okay, I'm not so sure that doing these quests is really sort of the light side way of doing things. I'm actually tempted to not do them. In between episodes, I'll look up on the wiki what they do, what you get as reward and all that. And then, I guess I'll decide. And this time let's take Jolie and HK47. Yep. And I want to make sure I've actually given HK his new weapon. I have.
What?
And let's transit back. Of course, the assassin will not talk to us now, but Visitors Hotel, Republic Enclave, East Courtyard. I think that's where we want to go. After all, we need to talk to probably the High Court of Manan about that crime that has supposedly been committed. That might be the hotel murder thing, I don't know. And I still find Manan fairly confusing. General Shop, Sith Base, Swoop Track Registration. So not the way we want to go. Sorry about that. Luckily the loading screens are very, very quick. I think we have to head back over to Central West. Or West Central. West Central. Your place names confuse me. And over here we have the way to Outer West, and I think that might be where the court is. I don't know. And as I said, I'm maybe not going to do the assassin quests. I mean, the way he makes it sound, the people I have to kill deserve it and are basically bad guys. But I mean, he would say that, wouldn't
Jodie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Apparently, we will. Here's the court. Do we get a cutscene? No. I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Okay, so tons of evidence against the guy, and he's obviously innocent. Otherwise, why would we have this quest, right? I guess let's talk to the judges, see if anything shakes up. Shakes out? Is that even a word? I mean a phrase. I mean it's words, but it doesn't mean it's a phrase. Okay, what do you think of Sunry? Nope, that is not all. Listen, by the way, that was three words, and it was an endless sentence of gargles and blargles from him in his alien voice, so... They basically took a limited amount of alien sort of voice samples for each alien language, and they sort of randomly assorted them into sentences. But not really sentences. So it's not a real language that they've actually created, it's just sort of... You guys make 5 random alien noises, we'll cut them together in different orders, and that'll be our language. Okay, so anything suspicious about the case? Okay, and what's your opinion on the Republic and the Empire?
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change. You said it, not I.
Okay, I'll go now. Okay, so that's an asshole. How about you? Okay, so what do you think about Sunry? This will be very talky, by the way, so yeah, deal with it, I guess. So he seems to like Sunry. Anything suspicious? And what is your opinion on the Republic and the Empire? No, thank you. I'm sort of skipping through the alien talk quite quickly, simply because it's such meaningless, just gargling. Okay, so one who's definitely going to vote guilty, one who's probably going to vote innocent, I guess. It'll depend on the evidence, of course. What do you think of Sunry? Anything suspicious? Okay, and what about the whole empires? No, thank you. Okay, you there. What do you think of Sunry? Okay, anything suspicious? And about the whole war at large? Okay, no more questions. I'll check the middle guy again, see if there's anything new he has to say. Okay, I have questions about the trial. Anything about Sunry?
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
Anything suspicious then?
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elas's hand.
Okay, and about the war in general? No, thank you. Okay, am I not allowed to Okay, let's talk to the diplomat, see if there's any truth to Sunry still basically working for the Republic.
Why can't the Cellcath see what the Sith are really like?
Apparently not. I accidentally skipped through his dialogue as well. Just sort of got used to it from the alien speaking. Talking to the aliens, rather, but I don't think you missed much. Okay, let's see if the woman has anything to say.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Okay, so can you tell me anything about him?
He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would had to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
I find the distinction between real and fake evidence a little strange. Let's go to, I guess, the hotel. We'll probably get the most useful witness statements there. Yeah, just further along. All this walking on Manana is a little exasperating. And I know I could night speed, or rather master speed at this stage, but that would be a little bad, as I've spoken about before. Also note how there's a corridor. Doesn't show up on the map, but it shows up on the mini-map right there. Can't tell which one it is. It might be this exit here. So the map actually wraps around and shows me, sort of, as it gets to the bottom, the mini-map actually shows me the top of the map up here. Just interesting to note, I guess. I noticed something similar in one of the Sith, one of the old tombs on Korriban. So I think that wasn't that all the tombs were on the same map, it's just the minimap seems to wrap around, essentially. And I think that's the hotel. Okay, here we are. Ignis, you can now talk to us about what happened.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Okay, could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
I don't know. I don't think forcing him to give basically false evidence is going to be a good idea. I want to ask something else. I mean, I can probably go back to this anyway.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Okay, who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict. but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
No, thank you.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
And I just suspect that I will be able to, oh, a mysterious man. I guess I can squeeze this into this episode.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunray murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Intriguing. What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunray and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Yeah. Sort of.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Okay. I mean, why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunray, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Very mysterious. Anyway, I think this is a good point to end the episode. Next time, I think I'll go to the Republic Enclave and possibly even go check out the Sith Embassy, just to see if I can get any information. And then afterwards, I'll actually talk to the hotel guests, so I have more information to go on when I'm sort of questioning the real witnesses. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.